Hello, my name is Anton, and I will lead today's webinar about new features of SmartPTT software implemented in latest 8.5 release. You can ask any questions you have on Questions tab. I will answer all the questions after the webinar. If you have a microphone, you have an option to raise your hand with a special button, and I will unmute you. You will be able to ask your question verbally online, and I will answer it. Here is a short description what is SmartPTT software. SmartPTT is a highly customizable application and comes in several variants that provides different set of functionalities for different systems. Interface with radio system can be done via control stations or via IP connection to mototurbo repeaters. Dispatcher software gives opportunity to control and log the flow of data and voice in radio network, request location of subscribers, and monitor the state of repeaters. Also, SmartPTT gives a set of software tools, such as web client and file transfer software, which increase radio network usability and functionality. SmartPTT has functionality that allows it to connect to PBX and give subscribers the ability to use PBX interconnection from radio network as well. Contents of today's webinar are listed on this slide. This release comes with more functionality for hybrid systems, reviewed emergency notification system, ability to check sound system directly from dispatcher interface and enable noise suppression, upgraded custom consoles editor, and other interesting and convenient functionality. I will describe all of these features in more details. Hybrid NAI systems now support private calls and CSBK calls, including radio check, block-on-block commands, remote monitor, and call alert. Hybrid system is a new type of connection to NAI systems that is possible via SmartPTT software. Hybrid systems allow dispatch of complex radio networks over NAI protocol without use of NAI voice. This connection type utilizes NAI data for connection between radio server and repeaters to transfer data, which is IRS, TMS, and GPS. Voice and CSBK are transmitted over control stations without use of NAI voice. Radio server needs one dedicated control station for each group and one control station to use private calls. Emergency statuses are now shown on all connected elements through dispatcher interface. When subscriber starts the emergency call, emergency status will be assigned not only to a group, but to individual subscriber also, making it easier to see who have originated the emergency call. It is natively integrated with man-down support, showing properly which subscriber had a man-down alert. Emergency status will be shown on custom consoles, in subscriber view, in online subscribers list, in call log, and in a special high attention emergencies view. Dispatcher can be notified by special sound upon emergency, which will be disabled only if dispatcher clicks special button, confirming that emergency is processed. We always pay high attention to sound quality. During the setup process, it is recommended to test the sound equipment to make sure it works properly. Especially for this case, we have implemented a sound test feature. It allows dispatcher to test sound equipment to see if microphone and speakers are working properly. It is also possible to enable noise suppression to a specific level. It really helps if dispatcher is working in noisy environment. In this case, SmartPTT will suppress the background noise, maximizing the quality of dispatcher's voice on radio. Different noise cancellation levels could be set in audio settings to accommodate different environments. Custom Consoles Editor got redesigned. One notable change is that all elements are placed now via drag and drop from the list at the left. All elements are now placed on the grid, which makes it easier to organize them in correct rows and columns, and makes the look of custom console more straight and organized. It is possible to select multiple elements and modify their size and position simultaneously. When the element is selected, you can see the options for this element at the right side of editor. It will allow you to change related settings of elements, colors, labels, and some specific parts of elements. There is a history of changes, and you can use undo-redo features while working with the editor. TIPRO consoles got a new option. Support of mini TIPRO consoles mode allows usage of any capable PC as a central point of TIPRO. It means any TIPRO equipment can be connected to existing dispatcher PC to be used for hotkeys, microphones, headsets, and so on. SmartPTT now supports an option to specify any address to be used as external OpenStreetMap server, which allows you to establish your own OpenStreetMap server within your local network and use it instead of external online server. You can even use your own set of tiles for this server based on your specific data. Have you ever wanted to have the GPS data more frequently than it was possible in radio network? Motorola has implemented a new feature for GPS location. It is a GPS over CSBK. It gives a significant decrease in data message size. It means more data can be sent over the same channel. GPS over CSBK, when paired with enhanced GPS, allows sending GPS reports each 7.5 seconds for each radio. These update times are supported by SmartPTT, and now you can track all your radios in almost real-time mode. Each 7.5 seconds, GPS updates will come from radio, making its trace more accurately follow the actual track of subscriber. Please note that this feature will not work with any kind of privacy enabled and requires a dedicated GPS revert channel. Also, this feature is available only when interfacing via NAI data connection with radio system. Speeding rule for GPS can now be linked with geofencing zones to be applied only within specific zone. So, as shown on the picture, speed of this track will be monitored by rule only on the part of track which lies within the geofencing zone. It allows more precise control over GPS speeding rule by splitting all route of subscriber to different speeding zones, where different limits apply. G729 codec is used in VoIP telephony to reduce the required bandwidth between SmartPTT radio server and PBX. It occupies 8 times less channel bandwidth than regular codec G711, 8 kilobits per second versus 64 kilobits per second. This may be important for companies that have a SmartPTT system serving a remote facility and a PBX placed in the headquarters with narrow IP channels between them. G729 codec support must be enabled in telephone interconnection settings on radio server to be used. Web client made a big step forward. It's now possible to make some useful reports directly from web client interface. Reports will be presented in HTML format directly into browser window, new tabs or windows. Another upgrade to web client is support of radio server profiles. Each web client account can be associated with a special profile on radio server to show only allowed subscribers out of all available on radio server. Monitoring functionality was slightly expanded. There is now an option to send Moto Turbo text messages to radio subscribers upon alarm of repeater. Now it will be easier to notify subscribers about some problems with radio network connectivity. It will allow to notify some sort of repair team about issues with repeaters so that they can go and fix the issue by themselves without notification from dispatcher. Repeater information now includes more fields, including repeater uptime. When requesting the subscriber location report, you can optionally export the RSSI levels for available location data to have digital representation of coverage map, and probably to check more thoroughly for holes in coverage in some specific region. Visit our website smartptt.com to find out more information about SmartPTT software. Follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel, user SmartPTT. If you have any questions, feel free to send email to us on info@smartptt.com or submit your request via submit form on support portal support.smartptt.com. Thank you for your attention.